Caribbean Telegraph is here with Charles Sinclair, former mayor of Montego Bay and councillor for Montego Bay Northeast. So, Mr. Sinclair, tell us what is happening here today. There's quite a bit of activity. Yes, and although you're a former mayor, but you are part of the nucleus of what's happening here today. Give us an example. Just explain to us what's going on.
All right, I don't know. We went to Hurricane Melissa, which would have caused a lot of debris to be on our roads. It's a main arterial road that takes you into the city of Montego Bay. So from the EOC, the Emergency Operating Council, which is chaired by the Mayor Richard Burnham, and I'm a member being a council of St. James Municipal Corporation, we decided that all the agencies of government and volunteers from across the parish of St. James who have a love for the city of Montego Bay would get engaged today in respect to removing a lot of the debris that was left over from the hurricane. And so that's what we're out here doing today. So today, we had the St. James Municipal Corporation, we had the Jamaica Defence Force, we had National Solid Waste Management Authority, we have Flow, we have Digicel, and other volunteers who came in to assist. So we started all the way back here at the intersection with Alice Eldemeyer, and we have removed quite a bit of debris to clean up the area. And going into the Christmas celebrations now, the municipal corporation is going to be doing further work, painting the curb walls and so forth, to give Montego Bay a facelift. All right, that is needed for not only the visitors who come here. Everybody talks about the visitors, but I believe that it will give the locals a sense of that we have gotten over, we're getting over the turbulence that was caused by Melissa. And also to reflect to everybody that look here, I can come out here, I get my hands dirty. I am I'm a resident of Montego Bay, right?
Yes.
And we have to ensure that our environment is kept clean. So some of the things I saw out here today, I was a bit disappointed. Bottles obviously came out of a motor vehicle. People walking along the thoroughfare. And somebody that I just find it offensive, to be honest with you, that a person who shares the city space would want to throw their garbage out of a window or while they're traversing the road. Alright? There are some things that obviously we will have to do as a municipal corporation, have to put in the bins for the collection. But let us say there are none right now. You take it to the appropriate place and dispose of it. My motor vehicle, because sometimes I eat in my motor vehicle, I leave it here until I get home and remove it and place it in the bin. So we all have to be person who share the space, just ensure that we do the best to ensure that our city remains.
I noticed there are teams of persons working, doing some of the hard lifting and the laboring and all of that. What can you share with us about those persons? Where are some of the communities that they have come from, whether they are here as volunteers or paid workers?
All right, so many of the persons that you see here are attached in this particular zone, are attached to the municipal corporation. So they work with us in things that we want to have done. The Red Cross is out here, but they did work on Brandon Hill, right? We have persons from JHTA, they are working on the hip strip. Obviously, they have a greater interest here, so they chose that particular space to do their work. So there are a lot of volunteers that are out here from the different agencies that share the space of Montego. And I just want to say this, because the government, central government now, has also made available to members of parliament, to constituencies that were impacted by the hurricane. So each got $10 million in the outset. I think there's an additional sum that is being made available. They are going to be doing work under the National Solid Waste Management Authority, and I saw the posting of the fees. They're looking for 100 workers, for example, in not every constituency.
Right.
You can put out 100 workers, and there is a pay schedule that has come out for persons clean up the space, And guess what? You get compensated for it. But it will show the others that you're not doing it.
So is it that there are still vacancies, some vacancies for other persons to join, or that has now been filled?
No. Everybody in Montego Bay can be a volunteer.
Okay.
Everybody traverse this particular corridor,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And we have to make it clean and we have to make it safe. There were issues that I saw wires in the walkway we had to remove, right? Because we have called on the cable companies to remove wires that have no more use to, but they have not responded. So we have taken on that challenge too.
To go back to that question, as reference more specifically to the payment that you
Yes.
referred to,
No, that program is about to start.
oh, it's about to
So if
start.
there are persons who are interested, they
Yes.
can get in touch with their member of parliament,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And if they have councillors who have the connection, if they don't know how to connect with the members of parliament, and indicate that they want to participate. So laborers are paid a certain sum. If they're going to be using machete, there's a certain sum that is paid to you on a daily basis.
Mhm.
If you're using backup, there's a sum that is paid to you on a daily basis.
Mhm.
And there are supervisors.
Mhm.
So persons will be formed into teams with a supervisor, leader, who will be accountable to the National Solid Waste Management Authority.
What would you say to the critics who may want to say, oh, it's December time, coming up to Christmas, it's just another crash program? How would you
Now,
want to dispel that myth,
in this
if it is a myth?
in this particular situation, as I said, we are coming out of
Melissa,
Melissa,
Hurricane Melissa,
which
yes.
really caused a lot of damage, dislocation, created a lot of debris. So in this effort, I'm not saying that it is one that relates to Christmas. We have cleaned as a municipality under Mayor Richard Bernard. We have the Montego Bay Step Up program, which has started ever since he became mayor. So we have tried to remove the what we call illegal dumps and to beautify certain spaces. So when you look, for example, at Dome Street, where there was a garbage dump there, right at the intersection of Dome Street and Water Lane, it is now a garden. And that is what we want to instill in locals. We don't have to dump our waste illegally, contain it and wait for the truck. Sometimes there's an inconvenience because the truck is not on schedule. But as Montegonians, good citizens of Jamaica, we can do better.
Are the councillors benefiting from this $10 million as well, or is it just for the members of parliament?
Let me tell you, the program may go through the members of parliament because it's coming from central government, right?
Right.
But every constituency has a council in the divisions. Members of parliament work with their councils. I'm in Northwest St. James. Dr. Armstrong is my member of parliament.
Right.
The programs that come through, he connects with all his councils and asks them to participate in the program. Right?
Yes.
So every council can get in contact with a member of parliament in respect to their space and to ensure that persons benefit from the program.
Right.
But you asked about me benefiting, or persons in Montego be benefiting. Benefit is a broad definition, right?
Right.
I benefit from a clean environment. I
Mhm.
don't wish to be paid for that. I will go out, get my hands dirty, and do what has to be done. The persons who have come out here as volunteers, I made certain that I came as a council. Because I'm not sending persons or asking persons to do things that I would not do for myself. So that's why I'm out here.
Finally, how many councillors make up the contingent of the St. James local government?
There are 17 divisions, 17.
And the JLP has how many?
The JLP has 12,
12.
and the PNP has 5.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Sinclair.
Yeah, well,
Thanks for your time.
all right, you take care.
Yes,
All the
great.
best.
Yeah.